so much, Chilwan Lee, for joining me on the show. And as we know, Pakistan and China enjoy this relationship and it goes back to decades. And Pakistani President Asif Zardari is in Beijing on a 4-day state visit at the invitation of the Chinese President, President Xi. I would like to know, how do you look at this visit and how do people in China view the presence of Chinese companies and Chinese nationals working in Pakistan? We would like to know how people feel about the projects China has initiated in Pakistan.
Absolutely, Alina. The presence of Chinese companies and workers in Pakistan is generally viewed positively here in China. Most folks in China see it as a really good thing. It's like China's way of being a good neighbor and pushing forward with the Belt and Road Initiative. And these joint projects are a win-win. They help Pakistan with its energy needs, build better infrastructure, and create jobs. And for a lot of Chinese people, it's also about strengthening ties and contributing to the global economy. But yes, we're also aware of the challenges Chinese companies face there. We're talking about security risks, right? Unstable policies and operational hurdles. But even with all that, these Chinese companies are showing real resilience and commitment. Many are still seeing stable and even growing business. And when it comes to how much Chinese people understand about Pakistan, let me tell you, Pakistan has a special place in the hearts of a lot of Chinese folks, including my parents, my grandparents. The friendship between the two peoples is truly unique. It is often described here in China as a brotherhood that transcends ordinary diplomatic relations. Pakistan was one of the first countries to recognize the People's Republic of China way back in 1951, and that early support really set the stage for close partnership. So we call it all-weather strategic cooperative partnership, which means no matter what happens in the world, we've got each other's backs. It is the highest level of recognition coming from Beijing when it comes to diplomatic ties. So growing up, I heard my parents talk about Pakistan with so much warmth and affection. They'd always say how Pakistan stood by China during tough times. And I've also seen this friendship in action too. You know, during the COVID-19 pandemic, Pakistan sent China medical supplies when we needed them the most. And then later, China sent vaccines to Pakistan. And these are not just stories in the news, they are real life examples of how we care for each other. And these days, more and more Chinese people are paying attention to Pakistan. The Chinese media, including us here at CGTN, is always covering what's happening there, especially when it comes to cpec or other bilateral projects. And there are also more educational exchanges, right? Cultural events, language courses. So more Pakistani students are coming to study in China, and more Chinese students are learning about Pakistan as well. Overall, I would say the friendship between China and Pakistan feels like a family bond. It's built on mutual respect, trust, and loyalty. My parents' generation feels super close to Pakistan, and I think that kind of feeling will keep getting passed down. It is a friendship that stands the test of time and challenges. It is something that the Chinese people cherish deeply.
Absolutely, and I think the feelings are mutual. People in Pakistan feel the same way for the people in China. My second question to you is, what new areas do you think, what new areas of cooperation do you think China and Pakistan could explore in the future beyond infrastructure and trade? Especially last year, Pakistan's finance minister, Mr. Mohammad Aurangzeb, he expressed Pakistan's plans to accessing Chinese capital markets, especially panda bonds. So what areas do you think Pakistan can explore in terms of marketing its goods and services in China?
Well, I think there are several new areas where China and Pakistan can really step up their game and deepen their cooperation. For instance, when it comes to digital tech, China's got a ton of experience in 5G, big data, and cloud computing. And these could really be huge in helping Pakistan close the digital gap and boost its IT game. And you know, maybe setting a joint semiconductor zone in Pakistan wouldn't be a terrible idea. I mean, it could attract a lot of investment and get both countries working together on chip manufacturing using China's top-notch tech and Pakistan's strategic location. And then there is renewable energy. Pakistan's already seen some great benefits from Chinese help on projects like the Quad-e Azam Solar Park and then wind energy corridors. So moving forward, they could focus on expanding these renewable energy projects even more to tackle Pakistan's energy needs. I understand agriculture is a big deal for Pakistan, and China can pitch in here by sharing some advanced farming tech and practices. This could really help boost crop yields and food security over there. And China and Pakistan can also team up more in education, healthcare, and cultural exchanges, for example, promoting tourism between the two countries. could be a good start with all that rich culture and beautiful landscapes both countries have. I think it'd be a win-win. It would not only give a boost to the economy, but also help people understand each other's cultures better. And as for Pakistan getting into China's capital market, it could start by issuing panda bonds, as mentioned by Pakistan's finance minister on several occasions. This will not only provide Pakistan with additional funding, but also enhances financial integration with China. And when it comes to marketing their goods and services, I mean, Pakistan can totally leverage China's e-commerce platforms like JD.com, like Alibaba. These platforms can help Pakistani businesses tap into China's huge consumer market and get their products and services out there.
So China-Pakistan economic corridor has always come under discussion in Pakistan with regards to the completion speed. As we all know that the project has entered its second phase. Is the government of China satisfied with the overall speed with which this China-Pakistan economic corridor is progressing in Pakistan?
You know, the Chinese government is very committed to the high quality development of cpec and is generally satisfied with the progress made so far. It is important to note that cpec is a large scale and complex project involving multiple sectors and phases. While there may be some delays in certain projects due to various factors such as security and local conditions, both China and Pakistan, while there may be some delays in certain projects due to various factors such as security and local conditions, I think both China and Pakistan are working closely together to address these challenges and accelerate the progress, right? I'm convinced that both sides are highly determined to keep pushing cpec forward, and China really values its partnership with Pakistan and will keep backing Pakistan all the way to make sure that these projects run smoothly.
Lee, my last question to you is regarding the state-level visit of President Zardari. How excited is the Chinese side? How do you look at the bilateral cooperation moving from here on?
Oh, we are excited for it. I am a journalist. We're working here at CGTN. We're all going all in to report on this. We are expanding our coverage, going beyond just trade infrastructure cooperation. We want to look at the deeper connection between the two peoples, the two cultures as well. I think it's a very good start. We are expecting a number of agreements being signed, major deals, maybe some memorandums. We are eagerly to unpack all of that. What does that mean for bilateral relationships going from there? We shall see. But I think it's a very good start. In the beginning of 2025, we'll have a brighter future, brighter cooperation prospects coming ahead.
Thank you so much, Lee. It was a pleasure having you on the show. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Alina.